Hi, Robin of Oxy-Dry, and here I am again, cleaning the carpet. This is these folks have been here about a week, apparently. They just bought the house, and they have 3 little kids, 2 little kids, and one on the way, like little guys. Apparently they were told that the carpet had been cleaned. But the lady wasn't convinced that it was done, or done properly at least. Actually, overall, it doesn't look bad. This is a polyester, quite a thick pile, about 5 years old. There is a series of spots right here, which I did a very thorough vacuuming of the carpet. I mean, not that I don't always do that, but when I'm doing a situation where folks are moving in, especially if they've got kids, I really want to make sure I take my time and really give it a good vacuuming. Apparently there was a cat in here, and she expressed some concern about that. I haven't seen any evidence of pee or anything like that, although I suppose that could possibly be, although they just look dark, like something was spilt there. The carpet, obviously the bed was sitting right here, and you can see right here there's a fairly worn patch. This polyester, if you take a really good look at it, you can see that the texture looks beautiful over here, and over here it's just all mushing together, which is typical of these polyesters. Got this area to do. Pardon me. You can see the stairs are really mushed. The center is just flattened right down. Actually, interestingly, as I was vacuuming, the carpet actually lifted up really quite well just with vacuuming. Then I used the Hoover Hush Tone on this one. So I've got this little hallway, this room here, and I've done under the chair and under the crib and put them back already. And this room, and I've done under here, put it back, and I went under the cabinet there and put that back. So I felt that, well, just for filming purposes, I wouldn't show that. So anyway, let's go to work. Alrighty. I'm cleaning with Nanomax at 1 ounce per gallon. I haven't boosted it at all. Now, this is a hog's hair fiber pad. And one of the things you can see when using, particularly when you're using a fiber pad, is if you watch on the carpet yarn, you will see that the pile will be lifted very effectively with this, and depending on which way you go. Of course, the head is going 360 degrees, but the last direction you go the carpet will lay following. If you go to the left, it'll be moving that way, and if I end up going to the right, it'll be coming back toward me. But it gets moved in each direction 360 degrees as the cleaning head is passing over the carpet anyway. So it's very, very effective at lifting pile. In fact, that's one of the more common things that my customers will say is they're so impressed with how the carpet pile has been lifted up and restored. So I know seems to be this belief that rotary machines flatten the pile, and well, I suppose if you were using, depending on the pad you're using, that might be the case, but it certainly isn't something that I have ever found. And of course, if you use a brush, that'll pull the pile up, and although the fiber pads actually do work extremely well at doing that, and particularly the hog's hair. So Now, I probably don't need to do a two-step on this carpet because there's no obvious really traffic areas on it, but partly because there was a cat on the carpet and because they're moving in, I decided that I would use the hot chair because a fiber pad will really grab and pull out any fur, any animal hair very, very effectively, because it literally grabs it and pulls it out. And there are just a few spots, just in this room actually, and the fiber pads are very effective at getting out stains. As if you've not used them before, you'll find that if you use a fiber pad that you will get the most dramatic change of appearance on the carpet while you're using the fiber pad, and it'll really speed you up. So the bed was sitting here, so I think I'm just going to go around the bed first, and then I'll come back. I just want to be very careful. As I'm doing this, I'm scanning the carpet all the time, looking for spots. I did pre-treat anything that I saw already, but as I move forward, I'm scanning the carpet, and sort of looking ahead and looking on the left side of the machine, looking on the right side of the machine. And of course I have the light, which really helps. Things will show up with that light that you wouldn't see otherwise. So there was this is where most of the spots were. Right in here there's some dark blotches. There's one right just to the left of the machine right now. Probably not that obvious in the camera, but it's there. So I'm applying just a little bit more solution, not too much more, just a little bit more. I'll come back to that in just a minute. I see a stain right up against the wall here. This is actually argoshine, which is a very good stain remover. If you got a stain you're not sure what it is, it's a good choice. It is a standalone cleaner anyway, but I prefer to use it as a spotter. And I see some paint. Actually, there's been quite a few little spots of paint on this carpet, especially in the stairwell. There, all gone. When I post vacuum, I'll pick that up. It'll kick it over to the side in a minute. Here, about to pick it up when I post vacuum. Okay. All right. I don't need to go over the area where the bed was sitting with the fiber pad at all, but I'm just wanting to just be careful on the edge here where there's a wear patch here. I'm just doing a little bit of extra scrubbing here, and there was a stain. I can still see it slightly here, so we'll try the argoshine on there. Sometimes if you look at it from different directions, you'll see it in certain ways and not see it another way. I'm getting the light of the window behind me looking down on the carpet. I got a tickle. Okay, I'm gonna work my way across here again. I want to double check over here where those obvious spots were, or more obvious spots, and see if I can still see them or not. I don't think so. Okay. Nice and easy. Okay. Now I gotta go across and do the 2 bedrooms. Okay. I'll just zip into the closet. And as usual, I work away from where I'm plugged in as much as possible, that is. And of course, actually, the wife of the lady of the house here, she's actually due to deliver any day now, apparently. So, so one of the things is they're moving in on someone else's carpet, soil and everything, and so when I'm cleaning, I am including the ClO2 in the mix, which is a hospital grade disinfectant, deodorizer, sanitizer, soft surface sanitizer too, by the way. That means carpet as well, and kills all germs, bacteria, and viruses on contact on the carpet fiber. So that's part of our process. And the cleaning product I'm cleaning with, the NanoMax, has a health rating of 0, which is the safest rating you can get. There are some guys out there that are cleaning with products that have a health rating of 3, and they should absolutely never be doing that. That's very that's just very unwise and irresponsible for your customer, and stupid for yourself to be exposing yourself to something with a health rating of 3 every single day. That's just really brainless. But apparently they know better, I suppose. Why would you do that? But anyway, the NanoMax, health rating of 0, 97% food grade plant ingredients, and odorless, neutral pH, cleans very well. and very economical too. So at 1 ounce per gallon, a little goes a very long way. So I just can't, for the life of me, understand why anybody would be going to the Home Depot and buying their, industrial degreasers and things like that to clean carpets with, when the health rating of 3, and it just it's quite astonishing, really. And yet they do. So if you're a carpet cleaner and you're getting into the business, and you've had advice from someone to use those kind of products, well, be smarter than that. Anyway, so I'm almost done with the fiber pad. I've gone over everything except under where the bed was, and I just want to scoot in here. When I vacuumed the stairs, by the way, I used my Shark rocket, and I got a lot of junk into the little rocket, which is interesting considering the carpet was just cleaned, and these folks have only been here for a week. But not surprising. Very few carpet cleaners are going to vacuum the carpet when they clean it. Steam cleaners rarely will pre-vacuum. And of course, when they put the wand on the carpet, pull the trigger, the high pressure jet of water that goes into the carpet will drive soil, first of all, straight into the backing. And although there's vacuum extraction happening at the, almost at the same time, a very large portion of that soil that was in the carpet yarn is now in the carpet back, and you'll never get it out of there. And they are doing this incorrectly, and they know it most of the time, but they don't care. So now I'm not going to be adding any solution with the Iron Man pad here. At least I don't expect to. I think I got this carpet damp enough. Polyesters tend to take a little bit longer to dry. So bear that in mind when you're cleaning them with VLM, that you do want to be very aware of how wet you're getting it. What are we at? Almost 20 minutes now? That's not bad, eh? It took me longer to vacuum than it's taking me to do the actual cleaning, which is not unusual. And I went slow. I really wanted to take my time, try to get as much out of the carpet with the vacuum, being as they aren't moving in, and has little kids and is about to give birth. So I just wanted to make sure I did that. Now, I think I'm still seeing the spot here. It just looks like there's a bit of a shadow there still. Sometimes I think I see it, and then I don't, so kind of one of those vague ones. What I typically do when I run into a stain like that, and I've tried a few things and it doesn't seem to move, even if there's maybe like a little bit of a smudgy appearance to it or whatever, one of the last things I'll do is I'll spray it with peroxide, because then I'm assuming that it may be a color added stain, or it may be could be blood. Blood will do that too. But I still think I can see just a faint spot there. Anyway, of course they have no idea what's going on this carpet. Okay, so just to the left, I never actually cleaned over there yet, so it's totally dry. So I'm going to add a bit of solution right now, just as I go over this area, just a little bit. Just want to make sure the pad remains a little bit damp. That's all. No, I don't need it anymore. I just feathered it on there a little bit. Okay, over here. Yeah, and there were some stains here which I am not seeing. I think I can still see one slightly, but I'm going to have to go with the peroxide. Now if this was cleaned already, and she was told that it was, I don't see any evidence that it was cleaned. Usually you see some like wand marks or rake marks or something like that, but I even like under the things in the closets and whatever, there's no evidence of a wand has been there, or a rake. No, I suppose that she's vacuumed it since they got here, but I don't even see evidence of that. No evidence of vacuum was leaving a pattern on the carpet, so it's a little bit up in the air. Okay, we'll across here. Kids, eh? Alright, moving along. This is really packed down in this area, the entrance to the bathroom here. Yeah, these are, these carpets aren't, these polyesters, there's not a long-lasting carpet. I mean, to have this kind of wear after 5 years is really not acceptable, but pretty standard. The carpet in my house is about 10 years old now. It just looks wonderful. Only a slight amount of wear showing in the traffic lane, a bit of compression. It's a Berber, olefin Berber. It looks like it was, the color is perfect in it. No stains. Of course, I clean it whenever I want to. And up until about a year and a half ago, we had, for the whole life of the carpet, there was always 3 doggies that were in a house with us. Unfortunately, that day has ended, which is... Oh, okay. They're just going and using the washroom there. So anyway, there's certainly a lot of wear and tear on my carpet over the last 10 years, but it looks wonderful. But this carpet already looks very worn in high traffic areas, and it's highly unlikely it'll still be here in 10 years. I mean, and if it is, it'll just look like a rag. They can make carpets last 30 years, but if they did that, they wouldn't be selling carpet as much. So they want to push people toward the nice, soft, luxurious feel, which means very fast wearing. So I'll just scoot behind the door. And then I'm done, but I'm going to do a flip here. Take a look. See, that's not bad at all, really. It's just a little bit damp, so I can just feel what it is. Oh, it's actually feeling dry, almost dry. I mean, yes, just perfect. See, if I vacuum right now, I wouldn't get any moisture in the vacuum at all. That's exactly what you want. So I'm just going to do a quick go over with the B side, and then that'll be it. Then I'll have the steps to do, and then post vacuum everything. I probably don't need to do this, but I can. I've got lots of time. This is actually my only job today. Didn't want to work too much today. It's a Friday. I don't need to work that hard. I could work 7 days a week with the volume of calls we get, but we decided a couple of years ago, what's the point? We have what we need, and then some, put it that way. We've been really blessed in the last 2 years, for sure. Not that we weren't always before, but yeah, it's fine. No, I'm just going to go over the obvious traffic areas with this side B of this pad. Looks like they're coming out of the bathroom. Doesn't feel too wet on the feet, does it?
No. They're really fascinated with any sort of like tools or machines, so this is pretty cool.
Well, yeah, you bet. I'm gonna scoot by you here.
Yeah, for sure. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, watch your toes. Woo! Look at that. You know, these polyesters are, you know, as they get worn, they really, it's hard to make them look good. So, but I've discovered that the Hog's-Hair pad really cleans them very, very well. It really seems to strip the oil off of the yarn, because they do like to absorb oil or hold oil or whatever. So Hog's-Hair pad works very well on polyesters. The white pad works fine, but the Hog's-Hair works even finer. And of course, you know, she's with the little kids and all. One of the advantages of choosing Oxy-Dry is we do have our cleaners. There's no odor here. There's no smell of a chemical smell, or you know, the carpet getting funky smelling, which is typical with steam cleaning. And of course, as she just mentioned, the carpet's almost dry to her feet. And I haven't even post-vacuumed it yet. So it's going to look alright. I mean, I can't unwear it, but I can sure make it look as good as it's possible to make it look. And it will stay clean. Okay, I'm going to park over here and then I'll be done. So these folks actually just moved here from Winnipeg, and so they're very happy to be back in Kelowna after living in Winnipeg for a few years, where we have brutal winters in Canada. That's where it gets really very, very, very cold. So anyway, that's that. Yeah, fairly recent development. A few years. Well, she said it's 5 years old, so about 5 years ago or so, these houses were all built. So anyway, I'll continue on, and I'll let you go, and have a good day, and thank you for watching.